Across parts of Africa, when the conversation turns to beauty, you'll often hear the phrase light skin. Sometimes whispered, sometimes proudly declared, sometimes followed by a group of men nodding like they've just discovered a new scientific law. But now, something interesting is happening.
So we're going inside the shop right now. The brigadier is looking for someone selling the illegal skin whitening products.
I'm Brigadier Motar, the station commander. These products are banned.
It's illegal to sell any cream that claims to bleach or lighten your skin.
It's like she wasn't aware that she's not supposed to be selling this in the shop. We've just confiscated few, I think 6 or 7 of these skin lightening creams.
Across Africa, governments are beginning to push back. Some countries are no longer treating skin bleaching as just a beauty trend. They are treating it as a public health crisis. And in some cases, they are banning it entirely.
Soap seller Olaji Traore mixes together skin lightening soaps that come from Ivory Coast, Mali, and Ghana.
One of the most aggressive crackdowns comes from Rwanda.
Agne Awemana is preparing an ointment she says will make her more attractive to her husband, who prefers light-skinned women. But she's concerned that a government crackdown on the creams will impact both on her beauty routine and her identity.
If I don't have these products, I'm afraid I'll become too dark, like I used to be. I still have a few products left, but I hate the thought of becoming darker.
The government introduced a ban on skin whitening products in November, and since then, they've seized thousands of bottles from shop shelves.
If you know anything about Rwanda's government, you know that they don't usually do things halfway and they don't mess around. Things like plastic bags banned, strict city cleanliness rules enforced, and now skin bleaching products also banned. Authorities blacklisted over 1,000 cosmetic products containing chemicals like hydroquinone and mercury. These substances are commonly used in skin lightening creams, and they can cause serious health issues and problems. We're talking kidney damage, severe skin disorders, permanent discoloration, in some cases, even increased cancer risk. So the government stepped in.
We are now putting much efforts, like educating people, going around and seizing those illegal products.
Officials began confiscating products, inspecting shops, and warning retailers. Basically telling the beauty industry, if your creams melt people's skin, maybe you shouldn't be selling it. Which, when you think about it, is fairly a reasonable policy.
But unregulated versions are easily available to buy illegally on the internet. This could become dangerous for people like Awemana, who are not ready to give up the notion that lighter skin is more beautiful.
Rwanda isn't the only country in Africa taking this action. Ghana also introduced restrictions.
We're in Accra market, and you can see there's a lot of these bleaching products being displayed. If you look at Cara White, she is actually super white.
The government banned importation of products containing hydroquinone, one of the most common bleaching chemicals. This means certain skin lightening products simply can no longer legally enter the country. But banning doesn't always mean eliminating them. Because where there's demand, supply always has a way of sneaking in. Sometimes through informal markets, sometimes through online stores, sometimes through DIY, sometimes through that one shop that suddenly became very quiet when inspectors walk in.
When I was 23, I stood in front of my local cosmetic counter. This was the first time I had my first bleaching cream encounter. Will this work? I asked the Asian assistant.
In Côte d'Ivoire, also known as Ivory Coast, the government also banned several skin whitening products.
I've been using these products since my son was 1. I mix this with this soap. And then I put these 2 tubes inside to change the tints.
To clean their skin, everyone wants their child to be pretty. For the child to have a beautiful complexion, you can't have clean skin and for your child to still be dirty.
Health officials warned that bleaching creams were causing serious skin damage among users. Doctors were reporting increased cases of skin thinning, severe irritation, permanent patches and discoloration. Basically the opposite of what the advertisements promised. Because many bleaching creams promise perfect skin. But what some users actually end up with is a dermatologist appointment.
It's the husbands who push women to do that. It's not the women who love the product. They are forced into it.
Interestingly, South Africa took action much earlier than many people realize.
I'm joining Brigadier Delasoe Mota, head of the police in Witbank, close to Johannesburg. She and her team are about to raid 5 premises. She's not looking for drugs or guns, but beauty products.
So we're going inside the shop right now. The brigadier is looking for someone selling the illegal skin whitening products.
I'm Brigadier Mota, the station commander. These products are banned.
It's illegal to sell any cream that claims to bleach or lighten your skin.
It's like she wasn't aware that she's not supposed to be selling this in the shop. We've just confiscated few, I think 6 or 7 of these skin lightening creams.
Skin bleaching creams are big business. A recent study suggested 1 in 3 South African women buy them.
Open that store for us. Open it or we'll break the door open. The fact that you're behind the counter, it means you're fully accountable for what is happening in this shop.
They are banned because scientists say if you use them, you risk getting skin cancer and other serious conditions.
Dangerous chemicals.
But the brigadier tells me as soon as the police confiscate the creams, the vendors restock.
It is hard to police because these are not South African products, they are imported.
So why do you think there's a rise in these skin whitening products? I mean, there's 525 products here from the raid.
It is a demand. It is because of a demand that is there.
Decades ago, South Africa became one of the first countries in the world to restrict hydroquinone-based skin lightening products. This decision came after medical research highlighted the risks associated with long-term use. But even with regulations in place, the demand for lighter skin has never fully disappeared, and I don't think it ever will. Because the issue goes deeper than cosmetics. It touches something more complicated: beauty standards, social perception, and yes, dating preferences.
I use different products on my skin, and which makes it to look like this.
Now, let's address the elephant in the room. In many African societies, lighter skin has historically been associated with beauty. And like it or not, many African men openly say they prefer light-skinned women. Sometimes jokingly, sometimes seriously. Sometimes with the confidence of a man who believes his opinion represents the entire continent. Of course, not everyone agrees, and the preferences are changing. But for decades, those beauty standards help fuel the skin lightening market. Because if society tells you that lighter skin equals beauty, some people will try to get there by any means necessary, even if it involves questionable creams sold in small plastic containers with labels like Ultra Perfect Gold Supreme Plus, which sounds very suspicious. Other African countries have also taken regulatory steps. In Kenya, Products containing mercury and certain bleaching chemicals are illegal. Authorities periodically seize shipments and warn customers about the dangers. Meanwhile, in Tanzania, regulators also restrict harmful skin lightening ingredients.
I used to use beauty products containing hydroquinone, and it badly affected my skin because I developed patches on the face. I went to the doctor and I was advised to stop using it and instead use aloe vera.
But once again, the challenge isn't just banning the product, it's changing the demand. Because skin bleaching isn't just a small cosmetic trend, it's a massive global business. The global skin lightening market is worth billions of dollars. Major beauty companies have spent decades marketing the idea that lighter skin equals success. Advertisements promoting brighter, fairer, clearer skin. Sometimes indirectly, sometimes very directly. And those messages travel across continents, including Africa. So today, Africa finds itself in an interesting moment. On one side, the governments are banning dangerous chemicals, regulating cosmetics, trying to protect public health. But on the other side, social pressure still exists. Beauty standards are slowly evolving, and the global beauty industry is still selling the dream of lighter skin, which means the real battle against skin bleaching may not be happening in government offices. It may be happening somewhere else entirely, and that is in people's minds. Because banning a cream is easy, changing cultural belief is much harder. And the question Africa now faces: will skin bleaching slowly disappear as governments crack down, or will it simply move underground, quietly surviving in markets, salons, online stores, and DIYs? But one thing is for certain: the conversation around beauty in Africa is certainly changing. And for the first time in a long time, some governments are stepping in and saying, maybe the problem isn't dark skin. Maybe the problem was the idea that it needed to be changed in the first place. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name is Kix Lion, and yeah, please, if you like the video, consider subscribing, like it, leave a comment, and yeah, share with your friends. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.